There's a place in Midgar where the lights never go out, where you stare up at the plate and never see the sun, where you get lost in a maze of old parts and broken dreams. All day, locomotives screech into the station, and at night, when the staff go home, you hear memories screaming in the graveyard. Acrid wind barrels down from the reactors above into the gutters of society. Metal sheets rattle and clang. Neon signs swing and creak. On a street in this place, a man named Johnny says goodbye. A fidgeting mess, he faces the world. Friends and neighbours gather. They know Johnny's the worst of the rats, and the best of them too, 'cause he has an idea in his head. Somehow believes he's more than all this. Crazy enough to leave. Mom watches from the door of their home. Watches as Johnny doesn't look back. It's like his first steps all over again. It's like the day he first let go of her hand. She already misses every little maddening thing about him. Dad pretends he doesn't know Johnny already left. Pretends he's not ripped up inside. But he's relieved too. Probably got tired of clipping him around the ear. Got tired of bailing him out of trouble. Got tired of sleeping awake at night, wondering when he'd stumble in the door. Tired of waiting for the call no parent wants. Yeah, if anything, it's a relief he's finally gone. And maybe he'll stay gone. His room forever the way it was left, if Mom has anything to do with it. His clothes, and the toys she could never bear to get rid of. Outside, everything goes back to the way it was. And if it hasn't yet, it soon will. They'll forget about Johnny soon. It's lonely in the lanes of twisted metal as Johnny disappears into the sharp angles of Midgar. All across the slums, TV sets blink into life. The news channel swears it's morning, pulling bleary eyes out of their dreams. Last night they dreamt of a city on fire, just a distant thing. Something for the people upstairs to worry about. From the market's jumbled shapes and shadows, Johnny appears again. Still trapped within the walls, looking up at the children who dare to climb them. They climb without fear, without guidance, as if their parents know the only danger is falling into Don Corneo's world. Johnny knows it too. He lets go of all his impulse and all his spite. Round here, the sharks will take your life without a second thought. Don't look into their eyes. Don't give them the pleasure. Instead, he kicks dust outside the Honeybee Inn, searching for a cheap thrill, the last of his parents' skill pissed up against a wall. The hours pass and he starts to wonder if he'll ever make it outside the city walls. Just a few wrong turns away from becoming another sad story, another broken body in an alleyway. It's hard to leave the city, hard not to get caught in its gaze. Once it has you in its fist, it will hold you forever. But suddenly, somehow, Johnny's gone. Long before the Big Bang, long before the dust clouds hit the walls, choking the underworld. News of the bang chases him right out of Junin. Whispers of it fill his thoughts all along the voyage, but that was so long ago now. These days, Johnny barely thinks of the city. He put it all in a little box on a little shelf, and he never opens it, 'cause he's got his own little dream in his hand, and someone to share it with. In the new world, the sun hurts your eyes. Stars glisten, and the ship's horn sings in the night. The bars are full of new faces. They move without fear. Johnny still watches his back, afraid of a silent knife, but it never comes. Yeah, these days, he barely thinks of Midgar at all, even when he coughs up its slime. But one night, when it all goes too quiet and all too dark, his room returns to him. His childhood, his parents, and he realizes he can never go back. To the place where imagination runs wild, where you stare up at the plate and never see the sun, where the lights never go out.